The UK is rebuilding itself, not brick by brick, but with projects so massive and transformative that they'll reshape the very fabric of its existence for generations to come. This year will mark the beginning of the most ambitious infrastructure transformation in modern UK history. From tunnels bored beneath ancient rivers to nuclear reactors rising on the coast and high-speed railways cutting through the countryside, the United Kingdom is not just building its future, it's revolutionizing it. Let's explore the biggest mega projects that will transform the UK in 2026. Our journey begins with perhaps the most controversial and most transformative project in modern British history, High Speed 2, or HS2. This project is a 140-mile railway infrastructure stretching from the heart of London to Birmingham, designed to cut travel time between Britain's two largest cities to just 49 minutes. The scale of HS2 is so massive and comprises about 64 miles of dedicated tunnels constructed through 5 separate tunnel drives. This megaproject will also feature massive bridges like the Colne Valley Viaduct, which is Britain's longest railway bridge, as well as stations that will redefine what modern rail hubs look like in the 21st century. But 2026 isn't just another year for HS2. It's the year of transformation and reset. After facing years of delays, cost overruns, and what Transport Secretary Louise Haigh called an appalling mess, HS2 underwent a complete program reset in 2025. With Mark Wilde at the helm, the same man who successfully delivered London's Elizabeth line after Crossrail's troubles, the project is finally getting back on track. Here's what's happening right now in 2026. Engineers have completed 80% of tunneling work. The Delta Junction near Birmingham is taking shape, with innovative cantilever construction techniques never before seen in the UK. Over the Christmas period, teams worked around the clock installing massive viaduct spans over the existing railway near Water Orton, using 22-meter-high masts and specialist equipment to move concrete segments weighing hundreds of tons into precise position. The government has committed £25.3 billion between 2026 and 2030, focusing resources on a 50-mile test section where track, power, signaling, and communication systems will be installed first. At Old Oak Common in West London, workers are installing nearly 2,000 precast concrete platform slabs inside a massive underground station box stretching 2,788 feet. When complete, this station alone will handle up to 250,000 passengers daily, connecting HS2 with the Elizabeth Line, Great Western Main Line, and Heathrow Express. The project is creating over 28,500 jobs and has awarded £23 billion in contracts to 3,000 UK-based businesses. From the railways above ground, we descend beneath one of Britain's most iconic waterways for our next mega project. Every single day, the Dartford crossing becomes a bottleneck nightmare as over 180,000 vehicles attempt to cross, creating delays that cost the UK economy millions in lost productivity. But that's all about to change as the UK proposes a new $10 billion infrastructure masterpiece. We are talking about the Lower Thames crossing, which is set to create a new 14.5-mile road link between Tilbury in Essex and Gravesend in Kent. This mega project will feature twin-bore tunnels stretching 2.6 miles beneath the River Thames, making them the longest road tunnels in the entire United Kingdom. After receiving development consent in March 2025, construction is finally beginning in 2026. This engineering marvel is designed to almost double road capacity east of London, relieving the chronic congestion that has plagued the region for decades. But here's what makes this project truly extraordinary. The Lower Thames crossing has been designed to be the greenest road ever built in the UK. Construction planners intend to achieve this feat by putting carbon reduction at the heart of the project's procurement process. Kat Ferguson, the project's procurement director, explains that they're using innovative approaches never before implemented at this scale in British infrastructure. From the contracting strategy to the construction methods, everything has been designed with sustainability in mind. With contractors like Balfour Beatty already secured for major sections and construction ramping up throughout 2020s, this mega project represents a once-in-a-generation opportunity to reshape transportation infrastructure in southeast England. Do you know? Energy security is the two words that have dominated British headlines for years, and nowhere is the answer more ambitious than on the Somerset coast. Welcome to Hinkley Point C, a $23 billion bet on Britain's nuclear future that's currently the biggest environmental project in the country. This megaproject will comprise two massive EPR nuclear reactors, each capable of generating 3,260 megawatts of electricity. To put this into perspective, the nuclear power plant will generate enough electricity to power approximately 6 million homes with zero carbon energy for the next 60 years. Also, it will be the first new nuclear power station built in Britain in over 30 years, and its completion will mark a turning point in the nation's journey to net zero. 2026 is a critical year for Hinkley Point C. After delays caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, construction has accelerated dramatically. The reactor domes are now in place on both units, and the massive facility has become weather-tight, allowing the intricate process of internal fit-out to proceed at full pace. Let's talk about scale. The Hinkley Point C pump house alone contains 96,000 cubic meters of concrete and 23,000 tons of steel reinforcement. It stands 56 meters high and will pump up to 70 cubic meters of seawater per second through the facility. At this rate, it can pump just enough water to fill Wembley Stadium in just 13 minutes. Interestingly, Unit 2 of the EPR nuclear reactors is being constructed 20 to 30% faster than Unit 1. Fewer workers are achieving more, with steelwork and equipment installation happening at unprecedented speeds. This is exactly what the UK nuclear industry needs to prove, that costs can come down and construction can be optimized. But perhaps what's most impressive is an aspect of the megaproject that you can't see. Hinkley Point C has been designed with the world's most comprehensive fish protection systems. This three-layered protection includes low-velocity side entry intake heads, a fish recovery and return system, and acoustic fish deterrence, something no other nuclear power station on Earth can claim. With the turbine hall construction advancing, cooling systems being installed, and thousands of workers on site every day, Hinkley Point C is racing toward its projected start date. When Unit 1 begins generating electricity by 2027, it will provide reliable, low-carbon baseload power that wind and solar simply cannot match. From the serious business of infrastructure and energy, we turn to something that will bring joy to millions of UK inhabitants. We are talking about Universal Studios Great Britain, Europe's first Universal Studios theme park. This megaproject is a £50 billion economic bombshell that will transform Bedford from a quiet market town into one of Europe's premier entertainment destinations. On the 16th of December 2025, the UK government made history by granting planning permission through a special development order, a designation reserved for projects of national significance. And that order will come into force on January 12, 2026, allowing Universal Destinations and Experiences to begin construction on a project that will reshape British tourism for generations. Interestingly, 700 acres of former brickworks at Kempston Hardwick, just 5 minutes north of London, will be transformed into a world-class entertainment resort complex. The immersive theme parklands will feature Universal's blockbuster franchises, a 500-room hotel, dining and retail districts, performance venues, and infrastructure to support 8.5 to 12 million visitors annually. Following the approval of Universal Studios Great Britain, the government has also committed to major transport infrastructure upgrades, including the expansion of Wixham's railway station, direct slip roads from the A421, and other local road improvements specifically designed to handle millions of visitors each year. Construction begins in 2026 with a targeted opening in 2031. Next, we explore Oxford and Cambridge, two cities synonymous with world-class education, cutting-edge research, and economic innovation. But for decades, traveling between them meant a frustrating detour through London, and that's about to change forever. East West Rail is a £7 billion vision to rebuild and create a new railway line connecting Oxford and Cambridge via Bicester, Milton Keynes, and Bedford. This megaproject essentially resurrects the historic Varsity Line while building critical new infrastructure for the 21st century. After years of planning and consultation, major construction work is accelerating across multiple sections. The Oxford to Milton Keynes section has already seen successful test runs, marking the first time these cities have been directly connected by rail in 50 years. The technology being deployed is cutting edge and comprises hybrid battery electric trains running on a partially electrified route, offering faster, greener services while keeping costs down. Service frequency is being increased from 3 or 4 trains per hour to potentially 5, with 5-car trains instead of 4, providing up to 70 more seating capacity and dramatically reducing waiting times. 7 new stations are planned across the entire route, including a transformative Cambridge East station that will relieve pressure on the city's congested main station and an eastern entrance at Cambridge Central to improve access for surrounding communities. At Tempsford, a brand new station will serve both East-West Rail and the East Coast Main Line, creating a crucial interchange point. The economic projections are remarkable and boast of an estimated $6.7 billion in regional economic growth by 2050. In 2025, the Labour government committed an additional $2.5 billion to East-West Rail with services between Oxford and Bedford targeted for 2030. Throughout 2026, detailed design work continues, public consultations refine the plans, and construction accelerates on critical sections. This isn't just a railway, it's the backbone of what the government calls Europe's Silicon Valley, connecting innovation clusters, research institutions, businesses, and communities in a way that will fundamentally reshape economic geography in southern England. We travel south to the English Channel, where an energy megaproject is about to transform Britain's offshore wind capacity. Off the coast of West Sussex sits the Rampion offshore wind farm, which features 116 turbines generating 400 megawatts of clean electricity. This massive wind farm is visible from Brighton Beach on clear days. Despite its massive size, the megaproject is set to experience further expansion. Rampion 2 is the $3 billion extension of the wind farm that will add up to 90 massive wind turbines to the existing ones, generating 1.2 gigawatts of electricity. The expansion plan will nearly triple the capacity of the existing facility. On April 4, 2025, Energy Secretary Ed Miliband granted development consent for Rampion 2, calling it essential to Britain's clean power ambitions. The approval came after months of examination by the Planning Inspectorate, community consultations, and environmental assessments. The new wind turbine to be added for the wind farms, expansion won't be the same in size and scale as the existing turbines you see on Rampion 1. They would be giants turbines standing up to 325 meters tall from sea level to blade tip. That makes them taller than the Shard in London. The wind farm will be located in two main areas, southwest and southeast of the existing Rampion site, with a small bridge area connecting them for cabling. At its closest point, Rampion 2 will be 13 kilometers offshore, the same minimum distance as Rampion 1, maintaining the balance between energy generation and visual impact on the Sussex Heritage Coast. Following its development consent approval in April 2025, RWE, the project's developer, is targeting construction to begin in 2026 or early 2027, with the wind farm fully operational before the end of the decade. The developer estimates that Rampion 2 will create up to 4,000 direct and indirect jobs during construction. Once operational, Rampion 1 and Rampion 2 combined will generate enough electricity to power all the homes in Sussex twice over. Read that again. An entire county powered twice over by wind turbines visible from Brighton Beach. That's the scale of transformation we're talking about. 2026 isn't just about seeing these projects break ground or reach milestones. It's seeing Britain transform itself into the infrastructure powerhouse it needs to be for the challenges and opportunities of the 20th century.
Thanks for watching the biggest megaprojects that will transform the UK in 2026. Kindly consider subscribing to our channel and liking this video. Until next time.